Well, we're actually going to be starting video gates in the near future for ham radio for Ken TS520. This is my second backup YouTube channel. I'm usually Foxman362 on YouTube. All my other videos you guys can look up on my YouTubes and my shortwave radio. This is like my second YouTube channel. Will be, but I have lots of them too. But this is my second one for CB radios that do video gates, challenges in the areas. And where I'm at over here in Harriman, Tennessee, between Rockwood and East Tennessee. But I used to live in Utah when we did all our skips. And I did a lot of CB radios on this guy, the 139. And these are the shortwave radios that actually work very quite well. This one's a good one. This one is a Spectrum ATS 828CS. And I'm using a different new phone on this one, but I have other phones this one. This is on my Samsung Galaxy Samsung 8 Plus, I think it is. And she's a little good quality. But this will be the one we'll do video gates in the future. But they're not going to be live streamed because in my area where I do my DSL, they will not live stream in this area because we're down like 400 megabytes. I wish this place here, Harriman, Rockwood, Tennessee, needs to be freaking upgraded here. But especially you got the cell phone service are pretty quite good, but the DS service is still good to watch videos and all that stuff, but it'll still upload. These radios need definitely repair. This one I fired it up, it works. Its channel display gets a little bit off, but it still works, but it does not transmit, but it does not receive. But this needs repairs. This one, see recap. This one, I want to get a channel mod for this guy, but it just needs the display fix, the channel display. But it works and transmits very quite good. I talked to someone in West Virginia about 3 or 4 weeks ago on my Trim 300, and just put it on one of those computer type flat plates I put up there on the top of the roof, and tried it one night when the skip was rolling in. This thing hit a 400-mile skip on AM. This thing, I need to repair this guy because I know there are CB shops in Knoxville, Tennessee, and in parts of Tennessee I can get. I would love to get this fixed. It's got that 2950 CD display, the color display inside, but I have the old one that came with it, which has got the problems. But on my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see it under Foxman362. The problem I have here, it does not transmit or receive, which it needs definitely recapping and repair. I'd like to put the old display back in or just one of those color display. I'd love to get this radio to work because it's an export radio. It'll do everything I want. This guy, I look, I got this from a painter, but it works. This is a beautiful microphone. Oh yeah. This guy is a Turner mic, a 251. You click on this when you talk it, or you just let that, when you dead key on that, it works great, or switch out. But also when you turn on the switch, you can grab this, it'll dead key it. This thing I had to wire it up with the pins. I went with this Superstar DM452 setup with the connector. I looked inside, I took it apart, took the connector apart with the pin. When I had to wire this guy up, it worked beautiful. This microphone will work my Cobra 139 no problems. I tried it on a few of those walkie-talkies here. But I have to get this all set up soon, but I'm setting up the base station antenna real soon. Still getting it all fixed up. It's not a birdhouse antenna. Took the birdhouse off because it was too much weight, but I put some duct tape on it, put some PVC pipes in it about the size of these right here, and it held in very well. But now I gotta get some real tape to get it off. But I need to get a lot of coax wire to run it up to a tree. But this area doesn't have no HOA type areas. This walkie-talkie is my Midland. It's actually a Midland, what do they call it? 785. These things are okay for, like, you can listen to your stuff on it if you're going to do some transmit on your radio. This one is a beautiful. This thing, it is really good. I'll show you what this guy. I'm not going to pull this out yet, but this is the Alafia Dynacore 3B. You can actually see it. This walkie-talkie definitely works. I put the batteries in it. It is a beautiful walkie-talkie. The antenna does extend, and I can hear guys on skip on channel 19 and channel 15 and channel 9, but love to change that thing to 6 or something. It's AM. It's one of those walkie-talkies from the 70s. It is built like a tank. But it works good on 1519. I've been hearing a lot of skip on this radio, and especially the shortwave radio, the one up there you saw with the digital display. I heard guys on channel 38 about a couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago. These radios do actually work. The President Grant works definitely for sure. It's been on my videos on YouTube, on my other channel, Foxman 362 on my other one. So that one's good. The only thing I haven't found my TRC 418 yet, which I hope I get it to work and get it soon. And my other amplifier I have, but I still have the amp for this one. This is a Kenwood TS520S, and it works very good. It's been on my YouTube channel, Foxman 362, and it's pretty good. But this is my second channel. But these are all my little reception, my Crew SL cards I got a while back when I lived in Utah, and it works really quite good. Yeah, I can still pick up the station in Colorado here too, and there's one in Canada I picked up, those time stations. This one was my first shortwave I ever done on my Kenwood TS520S. That's the station I got to listen to all the way that far from New Zealand. This station is definitely, I'll give you the links of these guys here you can look at. These are the guys I need to go find to get the repair shops. That I definitely need this to get my other radios repaired. If I can find these guys, that'd be quite good. But I'll put that on the internet so people can look at that and get a hold of these guys and maybe get their advertising to go faster. But they're only an hour away from me. But they sell different CB radios that you can get. This is the World Harvester I listened on my shortwave radio. I've got that one. But this one, I got this one a while back too. These are out of South Carolina. This is the station out of Hawaii, which you can get those. These stations I do pick up very well here on the shortwave. This one, the WMRI, World Radio Miami International. This is Foxman 362 World Radio on here. We do other radios and we probably do video games and some other things we want. But it's like a second YouTube channel just in case things. This is a Bofang and airplane radio. They do actually work. They're okay. Those are for like they're for like FRSs you can use or listen to ham operators on there too. Yeah, we do got a few of them in this area, and they're pretty quite good. But yeah, but I have an antenna analyzer we can do. This is a walkie-talkie I've had from the 80s, which my grandpa gave this to me back 10 years ago. It's a TRC 218. It works pretty good. It still works good. So just want to show you some videos. But these here, I had to tell you, you guys haven't seen. But that one is my Navajo TRC 23. This is the first base station I got on the air when I was in Utah. But I heard guys on this one. It works pretty good. But it has a 5-pin. This is an antenna matcher. This is the one I used to use for my Cobra 139. And this SWR, it works that way, and it runs into the amplifier with a power supply. But I still have a second one of these somewhere I haven't found yet. It's in my boxes. I have been here in Tennessee since April 15, 2021. That's how long I've been. I didn't get in this house till May, around maybe early May. Just have to understand, it's taking me a while to get around unraveling these stuff. You have to understand that. But we'll definitely get these things on the air when we get a chance. But definitely, these are really good antenna matches. They're only rated to 100 watts. But they will work with the KM Italy 203. And this thing's pretty quite good. And I put a fan here so I keep things cooled. This is the amplifier. I have one of those. I have a second one of these too. But I got these when the price was cheap. They went for $50 on eBay. And I had one for $60 I got a while back. They're rated to 200 watts on sideband, and AM's like 100 watts. This is the power supply I'm running on with this. I have a second one of these, the same one. Haven't found that yet, but it works with the amplifier. That's what I run this dot with the wires to that. it runs through with this wire right here. I usually run it with this right here, and this fan keeps the amp cool. That's how I got those contacts in Utah all the way to Tijuana, Mexico. This is an antenna switch. I'd like to get some more of these. Like maybe 3-way switch will be good, so I can hook up these 3 CB antennas, or 4 or more. It'll still do good with my silver one, but I'm building that one, that homemade one I showed you a while back, and it's pretty big. I'll show you that when I get some time, but it does okay. But I fixed this one. I adjusted with it when I used it. But this radio, when I tuned it with this SWR, when I had the chance with that. But I have another SWR meter that came with that ham stuff up there. But this is an SWR meter I have that came with my ham radio. But that came with the TRC4, the TRC, not TRC, the Kenwood TS520S. That one came with that. This guy designed this one. He made it homemade. But that will still work good with that. But it's got different ones for hams and everything. So this is the time right now. It's June 17th. And this map is very wonderful. I love this map. But I would love to. I wish I had one that had all the state maps. If anybody can request me a state map where I can get one of these on Amazon, like for the United States here, like a state map, I could actually put something a little bit better above here or something like that. Just put me a link down below. Give me a shout back if you guys love this video. We're going to get a chance to do some video gates, but this is how you know all the identifications are. It doesn't change much to the call signs. You usually get Australias and all that, but they're talking about a lot of skips I've seen on the group page on CB Show and Tell and a lot of groups out there. The group I'm on right now, I've been on before I came here when I moved from Utah to Tennessee. There's actually a CB group out there. It's called Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers. Look that up on Facebook and you'll be able to find that. That group has a lot of guys in Tennessee, but here where I live, I listen to a lot of there's a lot of activity in Harriman, Tennessee and Rockwood, Tennessee. They're mostly up in the Cumberland Plateau. They're climbing the interstate. You can hear a lot of truckers on Channel 19 here, but the skip is rolling here all the time. It rolls during or between 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening. Sometimes you get it in the morning. But this place has got a lot of skip here. But this is a nice map you can see. But I've been getting a lot of skips from Michigan. I heard guys talk from Canada. Mostly I got a lot of Northeast states there about a week ago. From New York and mostly New Jersey. A lot of Pennsylvania. Michigan. Mostly I heard guys all the way from parts of Georgia, Alabama. And mostly down toward Louisiana. And mostly a lot of skips are hitting down toward Florida too. So I have heard people on the ham radio here on 40 meters. I heard people all the way from Arizona from here. The first night I hooked it up on a speaker wire, which I have it outside in my backyard. But I can show you that in a minute before we get out of here. You can actually see it there. That speaker wire there. Where's that? See that speaker wire right there? That's actually, you could transmit with that. The other one was that black wire is where it will go to the ham radio. Right there. Usually it's actually running up in a tree with this wire, with the speaker wire, but it's in there quite good. I don't know if you guys can see the CB antenna there, but it's still working, it's still A, but I'll show you that later on when I get a chance. So I'm running this about 13 minutes. I just want to give you some live video on the second YouTube channel. I'll be putting that out there. But my main YouTube channel is out there still, like I told you. And this is a Cobra 139. This one is a 40 channel mod. And I bought this back in August 2018 it was. And it's got the sideband, believe me. These are the 40 channel mod ones. It hasn't been done since 1985. And I got this one from Pennsylvania, from Paris, Pennsylvania. It actually has all 40 channels on this one. And it does very quite good. And I'll show you the tag of it if you guys can see it. Right here. Oh, there's my camera. There we go. If you guys can see that, if you guys know what mod that is when I put it out there. So that's what it was done the last time it did. I think it was 1984 or 1985 or something. I'll look at that video a little later. So before we go, I just put this out on the channel today. So this is my second YouTube channel. This is Foxman 362 World Radio. So this will be like video gates and stuff like that. But my main channel will still do the same thing like it does, just in case people can do that. So a lot of guys can take a look at that. So it won't confuse a lot of the channels to that. But my main channel is still out there still. So I'm going to let you guys go. Hope you guys rate and comment. But also the antenna I made out in the backyard, it's a homemade one I made back when I did in Utah. But I learned it off from Mower Junkie's YouTube channel. It's the one with the homemade antenna he did, the one with the 102 whip one with the copper wire that goes inside the pipe. Instead, this one's all designed with little, looks like a tree and bushes. You will never know. But it's supposed to go up to my tree. But I think it's about 35 feet I'm reaching above, but it's about 15 foot off the ground when it does that. But I haven't hooked it up yet. I haven't put it up in a tree yet, but I'm going to be doing that sometime when I get a chance. But I'm going to probably use this camera as a, but I have lots of cameras besides this one. But this camera is pretty good. It could do stuff like this for video games. If I could run this for at least an hour and a half, but you can't live stream it in this area where I'm at because they don't have the capability speed. But I wish I had Starlink in this area. That would be wonderful. But I'm talking about Comcast needs to be freaking upgraded in this place. But we're like on the edge of it. But 400 megabytes should give you an idea of watch video, but they need to go at least 1.5 gigs or something like that for uploads and downloads. But that would be great. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope you guys enjoy the radio set. Hope you guys like it. YouTube out there. And that's my Chile TV. I actually will run a weather satellite on this one. That's a web SDR I had here. It will run the weather satellite, which I already have an antenna made like an umbrella one. I'm probably going to make a Coilfax antenna. And this microphone, I got that came with this radio. But it would be wonderful to run this microphone on the Cobra 139. But I have to find the pins for that one. But this one's like a 6-pin, I think. It's mostly 4 pins, yeah. But I'm not going to mess this guy up. But it's a pretty nice microphone. Because I got this radio for $200 a while back. But it's worth a little bit more. But that's my ham tuner. Just in case everything fails, this thing will work great. It's all tubeless. So you guys have a wonderful weekend this week. I'll catch you later. We might run a video game when you get a chance. And this will be mostly like a live stream type channel, but it would be like mostly we're putting video games out there. I can run a little bit longer on filterized and no worry about that. But maybe I can run it on some headphones. I don't know. Would it be great on a cell phone to run through headphones? But yeah, I have devices to do that too. You can record audios. So, even for mobile type rigs too, I have, yeah. Alright, catch you all later. Have a good week this week. This is Foxman 362 World Radio. Have a good day.